The latest FOMC meeting pleased financial markets. How intentional it was from the Fed is another question. Hello and welcome to this new issue of Ecot TV Week. The latest meeting of the FOMC ended up on the disappearance of patience. Previously, the Fed was stating it could be patient in removing the accommodation, which meant that for 2 more meetings, rates wouldn't be hiked. In the run-up to the meeting, several Fed officials had prepared the market for this decision. Indeed, they were a bit nervous, having in mind what happened in spring 2013 when Ben Bernanke pre-announced the tapering in QE3. What we now call the taper tantrum had led to a very marked tightening in monetary and financial conditions. So while announcing the end of patience, the Fed also provided financial markets with a lot of dovish signals to prevent yields from skyrocketing. The reaction was good, but may have gone beyond their expectation, with a rally on both bonds and equities and a very impressive depreciation of the dollar. The question was about Fed officials being comfortable or not with this reaction. And the few speeches we have had since then tend to show they are. Indeed, Janet Yellen, in a recent speech in San Francisco, didn't change her tone at all. On the hawkish side of the spectrum, she once more said that as monetary policy affects fully the economy after a lag, a rate hike may be warranted this year. She also repeated that an acceleration in both wages and core inflation was not a precondition to a rate hike. On the dovish side of things, she added new elements. For instance, it appears that own estimates of an euro is 5%, while talking about the inflation target of the Fed, she said that it was 2% an average. Sure enough, she didn't call the inflation target symmetrical. Still, this is the closest thing to a willingness to overshoot the inflation target that we ever get from a member of a board of governors. Next week, the minutes of the March FOMC meeting will be closely watched. As for this week's events, the focus will be obviously on the minutes of the March FOMC meeting, and then on Thursday on the Bank of England meeting to finish the week with French industrial production. That's all for this time. Have a good read and see you next week for your 2 minutes of economy.
BNP Paribas, la banque d'un monde qui change.